So here I want to briefly argue epistemic coherentism. First off is I don't agree with foundationalism. Foundationalism is the theory in epistemology that basic beliefs exist and we can build our knowledge or justified beliefs or our noetic structure on top of those basic beliefs. And in my opinion, those beliefs, if we ever try to make them, they're arbitrary things. They're arbitrary. And Peter Klein was the one who stated that we can't have foundationalism. Foundationalism is if we base everything off on arbitrary things. Coherentism, I think, is a good and plausible theory because everything stands in relation to each other, and all the beliefs in the system of beliefs are justified in how they stand within one another. They dovetail, they interlock. And I guess the question is, how do we link a coherent system of beliefs with reality? And that is a good question, I think. I think that we can't have a indubitable, incorrigible link with reality when it comes to epistemology, and then that's not to say that we're all going to be skeptics here, as I do not agree with skepticism. I think that we can have a link with reality, but not a indubitable, incorrigible one. I think that the way that we have a link with reality is through perception and memory and cognition. However, that is a thing that can lead to beliefs. However, it can still mislead us. It can still lead to wishful thinking. It can still lead to incorrect beliefs, and you cannot get to justified true belief and knowledge by just having a link to by basically. You can't have that. That is what the logical positivists tried to do. They tried to get a perfectly strong and indestructible link between our beliefs and reality, and they tried to do that with observation statements and protocol statements, and all these different things, trying to save their foundationalism and or use the idea of a cash value translation between sense datum statements and thing language statements. And the whole thing was that if they got observational data into protocol statements being statements of what you just saw in the past, and protocol statements being taken and being said in sense datum language, which you translate into thing language. And their whole idea was to get a direct link from our beliefs and with cognition to reality, and that's what their foundationalism was. That aside, I don't think foundationalism in any form is a really good idea. I think that coherentism can have beliefs in a coherent system of beliefs. There can be beliefs which are more corroborated than others, or more stronger than others, or ones that are knowledge, or ones that are justified true belief, that can, I guess, strengthen, or that can lead to the justification and possible knowledge of other beliefs in the system. However, there's no basic beliefs. And I am not against infinitism either. I think that is something I could argue as well. And how does one also, what Peter Klein, the infinitist, argued is in a coherent system of beliefs, how do we avoid circularity? And I guess the way to do that, I think, would be that the system of beliefs would have to be in standing of a certain relation, and also big enough to where things cannot ever get circular. I don't know how that's possible. I think it is possible, but it would have to be thought about and figured out in a lot of certain ways. So let me know what your thoughts are on this whole thing, and thank you for watching.